It was then that for-profit companies came rushing in. But there was one little problem.
It's illegal to sell body parts, right?
That's what the law says, yes.
But in effect, you're selling them.
We don't look at it as selling, we look at it as providing a service.
By service, he means processing tissue into useful products. And while selling body parts is against the law, tissue businesses can charge whatever they want for the service of processing them.
The whole tissue business clings to the party line that they are not selling body parts. But they are.
We're providing a service. It's a service fee, and it does cost money to hire people, the technology, the research. The cost is what we charge. We're not really selling the tissue itself.
However you describe it, those so-called service fees begin to add up. These days, a human cadaver, cut up and processed, can be worth over $200,000 to tissue companies. But some doctors, particularly burn surgeons, worry that the dozens of new uses for human tissue mean they'll have a hard time getting the tissue they need. In fact, a survey by the American Burn Association has found burn centers nationwide were having trouble getting human skin. Dr. Ronald Tompkins was president of the American Burn Association at the time.
Half said they were having difficulties. A third of them said the difficulties were so severe that they were altering the treatment of their patients because of it.
But treating burn victims is no longer the only use for skin, for these days it can be made into products used for a wide variety of purposes, including cosmetic procedures. And doctors who perform these procedures told us that they were having no trouble getting skin.
This is the preserved, processed skin from the cadaver that's been donated.
About 100 times a year, Dr. E. Douglas Whitehead, a urologist in New York City, buys a product made from human skin, donated to tissue banks and processed by for-profit companies, and he uses it to perform penis enlargement surgery.
You have no difficulty getting the processed skin?
No.
It's available?
It's available, sure.
You don't have to delay a surgery or wait for weeks or months to get it?
No.
Though the family that donated the skin received nothing, the companies that processed and then sold it charged a sizable service fee. How much?
It's actually fairly expensive. It's approximately $2,000, so it could be $4,000, in that range.
When people consent to donate their kin's skin or tissues, do you think that they have any notion that at the end of the line, that skin is going to be used for penile enlargement?
Well, I think implicit in your question, there is something that is negative. And I think we ought to try to change that around. If they want to have a larger penis and it can be done safely, why not?
We asked Dr. Tompkins of the Burn Association why a tissue bank would sell skin to a for-profit company rather than to a burn center.
If you have skin and you can either sell it at cost or you can sell it at a much higher price, human nature might allow you to simply sell it at the highest price.
So they're business people.
They're business people.